Alright, let's talk about it. Episode 4, the summer Hikaru died, was absolutely peak in a silent way. There's a lot of stillness, there's a lot of revelation, and there was a lot of mysterious stuff going on, especially with the railroad tracks and what was there, and the revelation that the old timers in the village was telling the investigator, basically saying that they were doing rituals, especially Hikaru's dad, Kohei, was doing rituals to keep whatever was in the mountains with the Kubichi god behind the shrine, and rituals were done to make sure it didn't come down. So we also have that going on while Hikaru and Yoshiki and now Karo, which is Yoshiki's sister, are going to a summer festival close to the shrine of this god. They supposedly call it Nonoki-sama, that's what it is. And honestly, they feel like it's a deity that came down from the mountain, or is like a mountain god, but part of it is actually in Hikaru from what I'm hearing. And in this episode we get more revelation of they did a ritual. So the guy, the investigator, he does a ritual in the path to the shrine, the front gate basically, and Hikaru can't get in, and he gets damaged when he gets in, so he gets pissed off. He's like, who did this? What happened? So then the investigator finds out that this abnormal being, this anomaly, was there and is near, which is true because part of it is in Hikaru and it is with Yoshiki. We also find out that Yoshiki knew that Hikaru was dead 6 months before when he actually died, because he found the body and it was cold and it was pretty much like he was freaking like there was a hole in him, and basically it took a long time to recover after the abnormal being took over. So that's why Yoshiki thought he was dead. And then when he saw him in the hospital after, he was like, what the hell happened? Because literally he was dead. So we get a lot of revelation in this episode, and we're getting more into the story, especially at the end. The Rai girl that talked to Yoshiki, she goes to the railway tracks or the railroad crossing where there's a being in there. I feel like that's the real Nonoki-sama that came down from the mountain, but part of her is also with Hikaru. Not sure if Hikaru's part is gonna defend Yoshiki or what the part in the railway tracks are, but maybe we'll find out in episode 5. But this episode was absolutely peak, and go check it out. Follow for more anime content.